again, this is one of my newer journals that I made for, I believe, a challenge or a swap pre-COVID. So it never really got sent away. And there was a specific theme and number of pages, which sometimes kind of cramps your creative style, but I quite like the end product of this one. Now, unlike the other ones, which were made from envelopes, this is actually made from paper bags, and it's the sandwich-sized bags that you would send your lunch with the kids to school. And it actually turned out quite well. So, a lot of things going on with this little one. The actual cover, as I said, it was a paper bag that I put a heavy coat of gesso on. Then there's a layer of napkins. There's stamping. There's jelly printing. And then on top of that, there's some stenciling. So it's really, it feels delicious. It's heavy, it's sturdy. It's got some stitching on it too. It's really a wonderful thing to have in your hands. So let's have a closer peek at it. On the front of this paper bag, there's an insert here, and that would be where the little fold is. When you fold the bottom of a bag, it gave you a little insert here. So I left that. Then I glued a postcard. I think it was one of the Graphic 45s with a little bird theme to it. And I glued on 3 sides. I think I actually might have stitched it too as a tag, so I could have a little pocket insert. Because I think one of the requirements for the swap was that you had to have so many pockets and tuck spots. And this is just 2 things I got off the internet. They're kind of like receipt type things. So I stained them and folded them to make them look like they were old. Just tuck them in. Okay, so let's open this up. So this is a trifold, and unlike the other ones, this actually has a signature sewn into it. On the first flap, here's one of these postcards again that I just kind of cut in half. And lots of stuff going on here too with the decoupaging and the blue napkin. And then I used gesso again to stencil on top of it, and there's stamping on top of it. It's just delicious. This is a cute little thing. I think it was Graphics Fairy, but it's supposed to be a bookmark, and it's double-sided. It's quite sturdy. And then it has like a little butterfly on top, and so it's like 3D. Can you see that there? It's got 2 little wings on top. Quite cute. And it's printed quite vibrantly too. Then there's a journaling card, and this would be Artie Mae's. I use a lot of her product, and a coin envelope that matches. Now this journal I'm quite proud of because it's the first time I've made my own digital prints. The originals were lovely. I made a little journal of them, but I really didn't want to give it away because I just loved the prints. It has my little birdie that I love, and all the different stamps, and I really fell in love with this blue napkin that I got from, I think, Superstore. So I decided I would try the digital imaging, so I scanned it all into my computer. You can actually see where the journal that I scanned it was bound by three loops. But it's a really neat way to save your images. And this one I tried to use a vellum technique where you actually paint your paper, and this is just normal copy paper, with baby oil. And it does let some of the image go through, but the smell is delicious. But I wouldn't try it if you're kind of scent sensitive. But I love the smell of baby oil, so it worked for me. This is just some old paper that I had from school. That it was the kids' copy paper where it's lined and then it has enough space at the top to draw a picture. But I've also made, I'll zoom in here closer, some faux stamps. And those were really a lot of fun to make. Here you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes for my pamphlet stitch, which secured this on. And you can see I used jute in here where I joined it. So then I added a piece of craft paper. There's an envelope that I kind of, actually it's 2 envelopes, the tuck spot here. And when you flip it over, it's one of those envelopes that you get your bills in that has a window in it. And it folded up the end, which made a tuck spot. It's one of the Artie Mays large tags. And in this little tuck spot, this is probably Artie Mays too, a little banner and 2 little tickets. So this is one of the only journals I have. There's a lot of journaling space. There's a notepad I made here with 3 or 4 pages. I'm going to look up close here. The banner that holds it on had buttons that I actually sewed in. How cute is that? Another print of my digital. Love, love, love the blue. Here's a tuck spot here. Now this is a guest check. This is a faux slide that I made with I photocopied on tracing paper here for this little image. There's a faux stamp, a faux ticket, a little canary, cardinal looking out there, a banner, and a little bit of lace in the bottom. Another sheet of my digital. Lots and lots of stuff going on here. There's script and there's letters, and just love the colors. This piece here is probably some scrap of cardstock and one of my favorite stamps there. Another one of my faux stamps. And a honeycomb stencil. Some graph paper. And this is cute. I just love that little bird. And on this one, I actually used some jute thread and kind of shredded it there. The original, I mean, the 3D effect is quite wonderful. There's an envelope there. That's probably Artie Mays. Lots of journaling. Another one of my digitals, but I see it wasn't cut properly and it cut the bird's nose off. This was a little bird, a little piece of ephemera that probably came from Tim Holtz that I glued on top of a piece of paper and a piece of looks like book text, and then a piece of burlap. So it was really quite chunky on the original. Another faux stamp. Here's an envelope, which I put some journaling paper in, and a little cardinal on there. Here's another example of that paper made with the napkin, which also is in the cover, so the theme kind of goes through. A little birdie again. So definitely a journal for somebody that likes to write. One of my digitals, a little bird down the bottom there. Some honeycombing on that craft paper. Some more decoupaging. Some honeycombing. Here's a little slit I made in here, kind of like a pajama top pocket, and it has a journaling card and a smaller one of Artie Mays' tickets. That would lay over like that, and then this flap would cover that. Nice little deep pocket in it, and this is a little writing piece that I made out of 2 library catalog cards and faux stamp and some decoupaging. You open it up, and there's a little coin envelope that has some tickets in it. There's some paper to journal on. In the back, there's some to the front. There's somebody's YouTube video that I saw that was making these. And then it has a little dangle, which is a little hummingbird with a little piece of turquoise. So again, this paper bag was it was so much fun, and so many layers, and it just feels delicious. So I hope you enjoyed that. My next video will be talking about a journal that I made out of a bubble envelope, one of those yellow manila envelopes that has the bubble wrap in it. And that turned out to be quite interesting too. So come back and see what I have with that. Okay, so see you again. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.